Alright, I'm going to show you how to do the 2-point boxes. You're going to need your sketchbook for this and open up to a nice clean page. I have my nice clean page open up. We're going to do the same thing that we did with the 1-point boxes, which is splitting up our paper in half with a horizon line, okay? Make sure that your paper is landscape, not portrait. And same thing as before, you can split it up evenly or just guesstimate. So I have my horizon line on my paper. Now I'm going to add my vanishing points. Since this is 2-point perspective, we have 2 vanishing points. Each of those vanishing points are going to be on either corner of your paper. Label the left one vanishing point 1 and the right one vanishing point 2. So unlike those 1-point boxes, for the 2-point boxes, we are only starting with a vertical line. We are not starting with a true shape. So I'm going to make a 2-point box above the horizon line, and all I'm going to need for the first step is 1 vertical line. So this is our first step with 2-point boxes. After that, we're going to connect up that vertical line with the 2 vanishing points. So the top and bottom of the line are going to connect up with vanishing point 1 and vanishing point 2. So I'm going to do vanishing point 1 first. I'm going to line up the bottom of that vertical line with vanishing point 1, and I'm going to draw a diagonal. I'm going to do the same thing up top here, line up the top of the line with the vanishing point, and draw a diagonal. Line up the bottom of the line with vanishing point 2, draw a diagonal. Line up the top of the line with vanishing point 2, draw a diagonal. After we line up our first vertical line with vanishing point 1 and vanishing point 2, we are going to draw a vertical line on either side of this original vertical line. Same thing as 1-point perspective, these lines need to be parallel. So I'm just going to draw 2 vertical lines on either side, making sure they are parallel with one another. So to finish up our box and to close it, we need to draw this bottom section down here. The easiest way that I like to remember how to do this is I take the furthest vertical line from the vanishing point and line it up. So I'm lining up vanishing point 2 with this furthest left line, and I'm going to draw a diagonal. I'm going to take the furthest vertical line from vanishing point 1 and draw a diagonal. And now you can see I have a box floating in the air over here. I highly recommend that you erase these reference lines because you're going to have a lot of lines later on once you draw more of those 7 to 8 boxes. Alright, I'm going to draw a box below the horizon line. It is the same steps as drawing one above, just kind of flipped around. So the first thing I'm going to do is draw a vertical line somewhere on my paper. And then I'm going to connect up the top and bottom with vanishing point 1. I'm going to connect up the top and the bottom with vanishing point 2. And then I'm going to draw a vertical line that is parallel with that middle line on either side. Just like so. I'm going to line up the furthest line on the right with the furthest vanishing point, which is vanishing point 1. I'm going to draw a line. I'm going to line up the furthest line from vanishing point 2 with the vertical line and draw a line. Now I have a completed box. And like I said, erase your reference lines. It'll make your life so much easier later on. Alright, the last box that I'm going to show you how to do in 2-point perspective is one that is on the horizon line. So first thing that we do, like all the other ones, is add in that vertical line. Once we have that vertical line in, we're going to connect the top and the bottom up with a vanishing point 2, just like we did before. And I'm not going to go all the way to the vanishing point, just so I don't have as much to erase later. So, next we're going to do the vertical line that is next to that middle line. So there's going to be one on the left and one on the right, and it has to be parallel with that vertical line that we already have. So there's my one vertical line, and there is my other vertical line. I'm going to erase these. And then unlike the boxes that are above and below the horizon line, you don't have to add more lines on the top or the bottom. That is because we don't see those lines since we're looking at the box directly on the horizon line. So that means that this box is completely done. So for this assignment, you're going to have to do 7 to 8 boxes in 2-point perspective. We've already done 3 together, so just add on to that with the rest of your boxes. And then when you're done, take a picture and submit it to Google Classroom.